So, today we're going to discuss how to convert standard form to vertex form or vice versa. There are two forms of quadratic functions. We have the general form or the standard form. So, we have the standard form, which is equal to y or ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0 or is equal to y, where a, b, and c are all real numbers, or is the numerical coefficients. And we have the vertex form, where the vertex form is equal to y equals a times x minus 8 squared plus k, where a, h, and k are also real numbers. Okay, so now we are going to explore the process on how to convert standard form to vertex form and vice versa. Okay, so we have now an example. If we have here the standard form, if A, this is now how to convert. So how to convert vertex, our standard form, to vertex form. So the vertex form is minus h squared plus k. Okay? So algebraically, to get into the form of ax squared plus bx plus c, we need to follow the steps below. We have to follow the steps to convert the vertex form into the standard form, or the vice versa. Okay. So if we have y is equal to x squared plus 4x minus 8. Here, a is equal to 1. So therefore, to change this, we are going to use completing the square. Okay? Because in a vertex form, there is a squared here. So we are going to use completing the square. So we have here, first, we have to separate all the variables with x minus 8, because we are going to get, or we are going to square x squared plus 4x. So get 1/2 of the middle term, then you squared it. So we added 4. If we added 4 here, we are going to subtract also 2 squared, then copy minus 8. Because why is this so? Why is this so? Because when you multiply 4 minus 2, or so rather subtract 4 minus 4, the equation doesn't change. So wala po siyang effect. So we have here now to get, since this is now equal to x squared plus 4x plus 4 minus 4 minus 8. So, complete natin, we're going to factor. So, this is now x plus 2 squared. So, negative 4 minus 8 is equal to negative 12. So, therefore, we converted now the standard form to vertex form. And after converting it to the vertex form, we can now easily get the vertex where the vertex is equal to h and k. So here, h here is equal to negative 2, where you are going to get the zeros, which is, if we have here x plus 2 is equal to 0, therefore x is equal to negative 2. H or x is the same, so this is now your x, and this is your y, so this is an ordered pair, and then that is a point in the parabola. Okay, on the parabola. So we have k is equal to, this is your x, this is now your k. So we have here negative 12. So we have now the vertex, which is equal to negative 2 and negative 12. This is now using the completing the square, because we have another method on finding or converting it to the vertex form using the formula. Okay, so we have another example for you to master the process. Okay, so we have next number 2. So y is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 1. So our example is a is equal to, when a is equal to 1. So therefore, we are going to separate all the values of with a variable, numbers with a variable. So therefore, y is equal to x squared minus 6x plus, then we're going to complete minus blank and add plus 1. What is this? What is half of 6 divided by 2? What is half of 6? Equal to 3, then squared. So this is 3 squared. Then this is now complete, since this is now equal to x squared minus 6x plus 9 minus 3 squared is 9 plus 1. Then we can now factor this because this is now a perfect square trinomial. X, then copy the sign of the middle term. Then we have here the square root of 9 is equal to 3. Then get the squared. Negative 9 plus 1 is equal to negative 8. Okay. Is it minus 1? Okay. Sorry class. This should be minus 1. So, ayusin natin. Minus 1, minus 1. So, mali yung copy ko ng example. This is minus 1. So, minus 1, minus 1. Therefore, this is equal to negative 10. So, we have now the vertex is equal to, this is negative. So, therefore, 3 and negative 10. Okay. So, another example. Y is equal to x squared minus 6x minus 3. So, we have, by the way class, this is another method. When you transpose negative 3, so this now becomes, this is the same, Wag na lang. Okay, equals, separate. So we have now x squared minus 6x. 6 divided by 2 is 3, then squared, then minus 3 is squared, then copy minus 3. So therefore, we have equals, so I lost my, okay. So this is now equal to x minus 9 squared. Rather, no, it should be 3, because here this is 9. The square root of 9 is 3 squared minus 9 minus 3. So therefore, x minus 3 squared minus 12. Therefore, y, or the vertex, is equal to 3 and negative 12. Okay? Okay, next. Number for example, if we have y equals negative x squared plus 10x minus 2. Okay, so y is equal to, since this is negative, so you can multiply this by negative 1 to make x positive. Okay, multiply this by negative 1. This is now equal to x squared minus 10x plus 2. And then, separate. You're going to complete the square here. Is equal now to x squared minus 10x. So 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. Then is squared. And then subtract 5 squared. Then copy plus 2. Therefore, so this is now x squared minus 10x plus 25 minus 25 plus 2. Okay, so we have here now factor minus 5, because the square root of 25 is 5 squared. The negative 25 plus 2 is negative 23. So therefore, the vertex is 5 and negative 23. Okay. So, but there is another way on how to, another way to solve for the values of h and k, or the vertex, using the formula. But before that, so let me have another example. So number 5, this is a when a is equal to 1. Another example, if we have xy equals to x squared minus 8x plus 3. So y equals, so we combine, so we have x squared minus 8x plus 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4, then you squared it, then subtract 4 squared, then you copy 3. And this is now, i-complete natin. We have here x minus 16, the square root of 16 is 4, then get the squared. 4, we have here 16 plus 3. This is not negative 4 times negative 4. That is minus 4 squared, which is equal to minus 16. So we have now x minus 4 is squared. So negative 16 plus 3 is equal to negative 13. So therefore, your vertex is 4 and negative 13. Okay? So we have, for example, 5 examples on converting it using the using completing the square. Okay. How about using formula? This is another method on how to get the vertex using the formula. Okay, so we get the vertex here using completing the square. And letter B, uh, so letter B, this is finding letter B using the formula. What is the formula on finding x? X is equal to negative b over 2a. Okay, so we have a first example. So our first example, y is equal to x squared plus 4x minus 8. So first, we have to identify the value of a, which is equal to 1, b is equal to 4, and then c is equal to negative 8. And then we copy the formula negative b over 2a. So we copy negative, and 4 is equal to positive over 2 times 1. Therefore, x is equal to negative 2. And k is just because k is equal to y, just copy the equation. And then just substitute the value of x, which is equal to negative 2 squared plus 4 times negative 2 minus 8 is equal to negative 2 times negative 2 is equal to 4. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8 minus 8. So we have 4 minus 8 is equal to negative 4 minus 8. Therefore, k is equal to negative 12. So therefore, the vertex is equal to negative 2 and negative 12. Where? So the previous example, we solved this using completing the square. So we look for that example a while ago where okay, this is our example. So therefore, the vertex here using completing the square is negative 2 and negative 12. So in another using the formula, so they have the same answer, the same vertex. Okay, so we get another example or using the formula. Okay, next, how about this one? We have the functions of x is equal to x squared minus 6x minus 3. Okay, so we compare. So, para you have your x squared minus 6x minus 3. This is using letter B, using formula. This is using method A, which is completing the square. Okay, so we complete the square. So y is equal now to x squared minus 6x. We separate, plus half of 6 is 3 squared, 9, minus 9 minus 3. So, complete natin. So, we have now x, then copy the middle term minus, then get the square root of the last term, which is equal to 3, then get the squared. Negative 9 minus 3 is equal to negative 12. Therefore, y is equal to, or rather the vertex is equal now to, the vertex here is equal to 3 and negative 12. And then we are going to compare the same problem using the formula is negative b over 2a. Then substitute the value of b is negative 6 divided by 2 times 1. So negative 6 times negative is positive divided by 2 is equal to 3. So we have now the vertex here is, then your y or k is same as equal to y. We have x squared minus 6x minus 3, and then substitute your x is equal to 3 squared minus 6 times 3 minus 3. So 3 squared is 9 minus 6 times 3 is 18 minus 3. 9 minus 18 is negative 9 minus 3k is equal to negative 12. So therefore, the vertex, which is equal now to h and k, equals to 3 and negative 12, which is the same as when we do the completing the square. The vertex is the same. Okay? You understand, class? So, this is a comparison of the two methods, completing the square and the formula. What about if A, so this is another, if A is not equal to 1, this is more than, greater than, or less than. Okay? So we have, first example, y equals to negative 3 x squared minus 6x plus 9, where a is not equal to 1, but a is equal to negative 3. Okay, this is how you, the easiest way. First, we have here, before we divide this by the denominator, by the numerical coefficients of a, first we are going to transpose 9 to y. This now 9 becomes negative 9 is equal to 3, negative 3x squared minus 6x. Then y minus 9 equals, then get the GCF, or the numerical coefficients of x squared, which is negative 3, and divide negative 3x squared divided by negative 3. Negative divided by negative is positive. Negative divided by negative is positive. 6x divided by 3 is equal to 2x. And then what will you do now? If you divide this by the denominator, or the numerical coefficients of x, we are now going to complete the square. So therefore, y minus 9, and then we copy this one. Since this is negative, then you are going to multiply that by the squared of the half of the middle term. Negative, we copy, then x squared plus 2x. 1/2 of the middle term is 1, then squared. So plus 1, we also add this by 1. Okay? So we have here, multiply it by 3 because that is the numerical coefficient. So we have y negative 9 minus 3 is equal to negative 3. Since this is a perfect square, then we can now factor. Then square root of 1 is 1 squared. Okay? So therefore, y, negative 9 minus 3 is equal to negative 12 is equal to negative 3 x plus 1 squared to y equals negative 3 times x plus 1 squared plus 12. Okay, so negative 6x plus 9. Okay, so plus 9. And this is now the answer. And the vertex is negative 1 and 12. How about using the formula x is equal to negative b over 2a, negative, your 6 is negative 6 over 2 times negative 3. So 6 divided by 6 is equal to mm, negative 6 to negative 1. Okay, because a here is 3, negative 3, k equals a negative or negative. Okay. So we have here positive 1, 2x plus negative 12 plus 12. Okay. So we have negative 3 times 1 squared. Is it the same? Negative b over 2a. Negative, negative 2 times negative is negative. This is negative 1. So negative 1 minus 6 times negative 1 plus 9. So we have negative 3 times 1. Negative 6 times negative 1 is positive 6 plus 9. So we have negative 3 plus 15 is equal to 12. So therefore, k is equal to 12 and your x is equal to negative 1. So we have the vertex negative 1 and 12, which is the same as when we do the completing the square. Okay? Okay, another example, when a is not equal to 1 but it's greater than or less than. Okay, we have the next example. Okay, so previous, next. Okay, so example number 2. Okay, y or the functions of y is equal to, okay, negative 2 x squared minus 4x plus 8. So, what is the first step? Is to transpose c. So, this now y minus 8 is equal to negative 2x squared minus 4x. And then, after transposing 8, we have to complete by dividing this by the numerical coefficients of x squared. 2 negative 2x squared divided by negative 2 is positive x squared. Negative 4x divided by negative is positive 2x. And then we are going to get 1/2 of the middle term and squared it. And you added 1 here, you also add, so then multiply this by, since this is negative 2 times 1. equals negative 2, and then this is now a perfect trinomial, so x, okay, so by the way, this is, yes, x plus 1 squared, okay, so y, negative 8 minus 2 is negative 10, equals negative 2 x plus 1 squared, then y equals negative 2 x plus 1 squared plus 10. So the vertex is negative 1 and 10. Okay? Negative 1 and 10. How about using the formula? A is equal to negative 2. B is negative 4. C is equal to 8. So therefore, x is negative b over 2a. So we have negative, your b is negative 4, divided by 2, your a is negative 2. We have 4 divided by negative 4 equals negative 1. Then your k, so y equals to, but by the way class, you can also use this one, the vertex form in the formula. So we have here, wait, so this is negative 2. So we have here now negative 2x squared minus 4x plus 8. So this is now equal to negative 2. Substitute x, which is equal to negative 1. 4 times negative 1 plus 8. We have negative 2 times 1. Negative times negative is positive 4 plus 8. So we have negative 2 plus 12. So y is equal to 10, or this is now your k. So therefore, the vertex is equal to negative 1 and positive 10, which is now the same as when you do or get using the completing the square. Okay, so we have another example. If we have here, so next page, so number 3. How about if you have here y is equal to 2x squared minus 4x plus 5. So what are you going to do first? Yes, we have to transpose first 5, that becomes negative 5 equals, you copy, and then what is the next step? Okay, so we are going to, since this is positive, automatic, we just add 2 times 1/2 of 4, no? So we have divide 2 divided by 2, we have here x squared. Negative divided by positive is negative. 4x divided by 2 is equal to 2x. And we have to complete 1/2 of 2 is 1, then is squared. So therefore, we are going to put here 1 squared. Okay, so therefore, we have now y minus 5 plus 2 is equal to 2, and then factor x, then you copy the sign to the middle term and get the square root of 1, which is equal to 1, then get the squared. So therefore, y, negative 5 plus 2 is equal to negative 3, is equal now to 2 times x minus 1 squared. Then transpose 2 times x minus 1 squared plus 3. So the vertex here is equal to 1 and 3. Okay? How about using the formula? So x is equal to, using the formula, negative b over 2a. So negative, your b is equal to negative 4, 2 times 2. So negative 4, negative, negative, we have positive. So therefore x is equal to 1. And then we have the value of k is equal now to get the copy the equation and substitute the value of x, which is equal to 1. So 2 times 1 is squared minus 4 times 1 plus 5 is equal now to 2 minus 4 plus 5. So we have 2 plus 5 is 7 minus 4 equals 3. Therefore, the vertex is 1 and 3. So can you see now the